Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back. This is a video update. Managed to get my vehicle back from the car wash. They managed to perform a very good job with this. It's all clean now, okay, but there's still a lot to be done. See, it's all clean. Before this was all flooded, okay, but unfortunately now the car wouldn't start. We actually had to push start this vehicle so that I could drive this home. I'll show you. Okay, so before this would still actually start, couple clicks. Now it's no more. Okay, and you see that the airbag indicator is flashing. This is flashing too, even when the engine is running. So that means water got inside maybe the fuel tank as well as the fuel filter. We have to check the airbag as well. Okay, let me turn that off. I also have to replace the differential oil. Maybe bring down the gas tank too. Also replace the transmission oil. Got damage. Let's see. As for the engine oil, still good. Water did not get inside the engine, but I'm going to replace that eventually too. I also have to buy a new filter for this air filter because water got inside this air filter. So right now I actually drove this home without an air filter. We need to replace the fuel filter because I'm quite sure the reason why that light was blinking is because there's water inside here. So we're going to check that, okay? But for now, we're going to focus our attention on the starter, particularly the magnetic switch or the starter solenoid. I'm quite certain, okay, 70-80% quite certain that that is the culprit. As to how I came to that conclusion, I already have a video, okay, show you that, which is this one. So hopefully I'm going to have to jack this vehicle up. We're going to have to access, so that we'll have to access underneath. We're going to pull the starter from underneath the vehicle. Hopefully it doesn't need to be replaced, just needs to be cleaned a little. Hopefully that will do the trick, okay? Perhaps mud, dirt got inside and there's no contact. That is why it's just clicking. So the vehicle is now safely on jack stands. Now I need to disconnect the battery. Very important, okay? I repeat, do not forget to disconnect the battery, okay? Negative will suffice, but it's better if you remove both. Okay, so here's our starter. Actually, manual says to remove the clutch sleeve first, but if I can remove the starter without having to remove any other things, the better. But let's see, okay? This is our main battery positive cable. We need to remove that. Okay, this is our ground. Okay, so I do believe it's only held on by two nuts, one here and that's one. Okay, we also need to disconnect this. This is what powers up the magnetic switch, okay, or starter solenoid. This is the main positive that drives the starter, and we have here our, ground cable. So we'll disconnect this now. Okay, push that out of the way. Put the nut back on, just so we won't misplace it. Okay, remove this connection is removed as well. Going to start here and then the upper part. That's one down. Fortunately, my impact wrench is still working. Okay. We've got the nut here. Let's pull out the starter. Okay. That's that. There's really no way around it, so we need to remove the clutch lead. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, just to the side. And now, here comes the bride. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. So, there's our starter motor. As you can see, there's some signs of corrosion. Still turning. Let's open this up. There's our motor. So I managed to take the motor apart. Hopefully this would still work. I'll try to clean this as best I can. Let's see. So I think I found the problem. You see carbon brush, and this carbon brush is stuck. So far so good. Fortunately, I managed to get this working again. This was also soaking flood water. The armature is still good. Let me see if I can still clean this up, okay? So I managed to clean it as best I can. Put the back cover back on, and then let's put our attention on this guy. So the gears doesn't look that bad, but we'll still clean that, okay? And let's take a look at this. So I do believe this is the culprit. As you can see, this is heavily corroded, and this is our electromagnet. It's supposed to pull down on this. It's supposed to be like that, okay? As soon as you turn the key on, it will pull on this, and thus it will protrude here, okay, like that, and then it will push on this gear. So even before the motor starts, the gear has already engaged with the flywheel, and simultaneously this is a copper washer, okay. This is supposed to link this from our positive battery terminal to here, and this is towards our, oh, my mistake, this is from our positive battery terminal, and this is towards our electric motor. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm hopeful that this is going to work. So it's all clean now. Well, not all clean, but at least cleaner than it was before. As you can see, clean the contacts here as well. Added a little grease on the gears, okay? So let me assemble this. So that's how it's supposed to contact this one and this one, okay? As soon as you turn on the switch, this will be pulled like so. Thus, you will have contact between this and this, okay? So it's all assembled now. But before we actually install this on our vehicle, let's perform some tests, make sure, okay? So the first thing that we'll test is the magnetic switch or the starter solenoid, positive here. And should we click it, there must be contact between this and this, okay? I'll show you. So the body of the starter on the negative terminal, okay? And should we click this on the positive, this should come out, and we should hear a beep, should be come into contact here, okay? Show you. I see, as you can see, and it's beeping, so meaning there is contact. Okay, one more time. See? So it's working. So now we need to make sure if the motor is turning. Before we can do that, we need to disconnect this. Okay, isolate the starter solenoid. Again, body of the starter on the negative terminal, positive here. Okay, let's see. So motor is working. That's how you test your starter. This, I have to remove this because the rubber that was supposed to cover this is already deteriorated, so I'll just cover this up with, I don't know, something, rubber. So I just made this rubber plug out of a worn out slipper or flip-flop. Okay, that will keep the water from getting inside the starter solenoid. Anyway, just in case you're wondering what I use to clean this starter motor, I essentially just use diesel, okay, with some Scotch-Brite and steel brush. As you can see, I'm still in the process of cleaning some of my tools. Okay, so starter motor has been installed. Everything is reconnected. Okay, this one, ground cable. Already installed the clutch sleeve as well. So let's reconnect the battery and let's see. So battery has been reconnected. Let's try and start this vehicle. Okay. See, as you can see, that worked. But there's that beeping sound. Okay, I'll show you. You see, the airbag is constantly flashing. I mean, it's lit up. This one is flashing too. So that is what I was telling you about at the beginning of this video. But anyway, AC works. Radio works as well. Okay. Adjust temperature. So anyway, our repair work, but there's still more to be done, particularly that one, this one, and this beeping sound. I'm still yet to find out what causes that. But at least the engine is running. It is already starting. Okay, let's do that again. Turn off AC. See that beeping sound? Okay, let's try to start the engine again. So one click, one start. No problem with our starter. At least that's one less problem. More to go. So anyway, I do believe that's it for this video. I'll try to record as best I can whatever repairs I will do on this vehicle and keep you updated. But as for this video, I will end it here. I hope you found this helpful, informative, enjoyable even. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe if you want to. Only if you want to, and as always, thank you for watching.